Hi, Aries, and welcome to Fearless Light Guidance. I am here to do your love reading for the month of April. Okay, I kind of want to get this started already. I am feeling so much of the energy of the passion that you guys bring to the zodiac and everything in general. Okay, so I'm going to pull out an oracle card and we are going to build the reading around it. Okay, Aries, reconciliation. Seems like some of you are moving to reconcile with issues from the past. I wouldn't necessarily say that you are getting back together with someone. Now, this could very much be the case for a lot of you. But being that April begins with this Mercury retrograde energy of bringing things up from the past, it doesn't surprise me that this card shows up for you. You know, I see for some of you, it could be a reconciliation, like you've been fighting with your partner. Things haven't been going so well, you know, and you've been having arguments and all of that. And you are kind of like coming together to say, hey, let's, you know, water under the bridge. Let's work this out. So now let's see, Aries, what comes up in the tarot spread? Okay, we'll take a look at love. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, Aries. Let's see what comes out for Aries for love. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for love. Let's see. Wow, we had two cards come out and they came out in the reverse. Okay, so we are getting out of this mental prison, this stagnation that has been going on. But it's almost like you want to give up on something that you've been working on for a long time. Now you have 2 8s. Okay, 8 is a number that when you flip it on its side, it's the infinity symbol. Okay, so this is very significant when it comes to numerology. You know, 8 is the number of continuous balance and love and influx. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords, which in the upright means being in a mental prison. Okay, it's like going over and over and over a situation in your mind. Now, with the 8 of Pentacles, it would be, okay, we are working this out. We are working very hard. We are investing in this situation. But when it comes out in the reverse, it's almost like you're giving up on it. But with the placement right next to the 8 of Swords, it could be that you're giving up on, you know, just going around, like beating a dead horse. You know, you're not going to be just thinking about the situation over and over again because it seems like it's not going anywhere. So let's see, Aries in love. And we have the Page of Swords. So you can need more information on this, okay? It could be that somebody here, you know, you could be spying on each other online. You could be trying to gather information on each other. It's interesting because, Page of Swords also represents air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Um, I feel like you're going to have a very clear and honest communication here. There is something that is going to come up that is going to bring clarity to things, okay? You guys are going to decide to speak in an honest manner. Messages coming in, truths being said. And this is the family card. This is the Ten of Cups. We have emotional bliss after being caught up in just thinking about a situation so much, wanting to give up those thoughts that were keeping us stuck and not, this wasn't nurturing the relationship. It was keeping it at a place where, neither of the partners wanted to really work at it. Okay. But with this open and honest communication, there comes clarity. Things, could start moving forward in a better way, and you could regain this Ten of Cups, which is that emotional balance and happiness in the home, okay? So sometimes all you need to do is to communicate in an honest way. And here we go. We have messages of love, okay? Something heartfelt. Maybe somebody needed to apologize for not really, working so much on the relationship, for having given up, and kind of like trying to have a nice, loving exchange here. And then we get the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands speaks to us about very hard work, things that burden us. Okay. And it could be that, yes, this truth that comes out, this communication that you have with your partner, it's not something that is very easy. Okay. It's something that it's hard to take, and that it's going to be sort of, an uphill battle. Maybe one of the partners here could be a water sign. I also see air signs. It could be that one of the partners here doesn't really know, or it's kind of burdening to them to be able to open up in this way, have that clear, open communication. It's like they ask for forgiveness, and then they know that they're going to have to put in a lot of work for this. But it's worth it. Look, it's worth the world. It's worth having completion, okay? It's coming full circle. It's things taking a turn for the better, things coming around, okay? So that's very nice energy right there, Aries. So yeah, somebody wasn't really trying to invest, and somebody was, caught up in thinking about things for way too long. And then, communication comes in, truth, and regaining stability in the home, maybe even apologizing, and working hard in a relationship. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you can be involved with an individual from Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is really good. This is all about home. This is all about nurturing ideas. Okay, this could be somebody, getting pregnant. The Queen of Pentacles, just like the Empress card, talks to me about pregnancy, but also nurturing things to life, nurturing love, nurturing the family. Okay, very sensual energy as well. Finances coming to a more stable and grounded place, and also the family coming to a more stable and grounded place. And you don't necessarily have to have children if you're listening to me talking about family. But when I see the Ten of Cups and I see the Queen of Pentacles, I kind of sense that most of you that are connected to me and that view these messages have families. Now, for those of you who are single and that you're waiting for love to come in, I definitely see that there's been a lack of enthusiasm when it comes to love, but communication starts coming in. It could be with this air sign person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There is a lot of love here. I mean, it's like messages come in very honest and open. You know, could be kind of like blunt in the way of communicating. But with the Page of Cups, I see something very heartfelt happening here. Okay, and it's going to be hard work. It could be that, you know, somebody could feel here like they were doing everything on their own. But with the World card, things take a turnaround for the better. The World card is one of the most auspicious cards. It talks about success. It could be that this is hard because you have to travel to see each other. Okay, it could be a long distance relationship. The World speaks of travel and international matters as well. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, I see something very good here. It's like something is growing in a very grounded and stable kind of way. Okay, so let's get 3 cards here for an outcome. Aries for love. This is going to be for the whole month of April. Messages of love for Aries. Sun, moon, and rising. Guys, and make comments. You know, leave comments. I love to hear from you. I love to hear suggestions on new content that you would like to see. Please share with your friends and subscribe to the channel as well. Okay, so we get the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles sometimes is the fear of being alone. It's kind of that lack mentality. The fear of being left behind here for some of you as well. But 5 is a number of change. So let's see what else comes up for your outcome, and then we'll tie it up together. I'm not going to take that. Let me see. Let's see, Aries, for an outcome here. In love. Aries, in love. Okay. And we have 3 cards that came out, and I'm going to take them. It's another 5, the 5 of Cups. Okay, there could be somebody here focused in a past situation that happened that involved a third party. It could have caused this sense of having to think about a situation over and over again. But this, when it's upright, it's feeling stuck. Now, when it's like this, it's the opposite. It's being, when it's reversed, it's kind of like getting unstuck. But then again, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like somebody gave up and wasn't putting in any work. There wasn't like anything happening, anything growing. Everything was like at a stalemate. And it could have been because there was a situation in the past that caused a huge sense of loss. And it's like one of the partners here, it could be you or it could be your partner, it's just caught up in these feelings of thinking about the past, you know. Not surprising with Mercury retrograde happening at the beginning of April, all the way to the 15th of April. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles coming in, and this is a new offer for stability. But before we take that offer and we move forward, okay, this is something that is going to take a lot of time, a lot of work, okay? But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's worth it. It's worth investing in, is what I see. And this is also the feeling that I get. You know, for most of you, these could be your families that we're speaking of. But Judgment comes in to tell us that we need to take a good hard look at a situation from our past. And now we need to reevaluate, okay? And this is going to be decisive. This is going to be so important when it comes to this decision that needs to be made in order to move forward. Okay, because there has to be a clear and open communication. I see that there is a lot of love, okay? There's been a lot of love here. But we need more open communication equally from the mind and from the heart. Like, we need to be smart about it, but we also need to have a certain amount of compassion when we talk to each other, okay? Things will turn around, and this will be looked at again as something to be nurtured, as something to grow with time again. Now, we need to really evaluate everything that is going on here. This lack mentality, this not being able to measure up, fear of being alone, fear of being left behind, and also being stuck in the feelings of what happened in the past. Now we need to exert judgment in these situations so that we can move forward into this new stability. Okay, Aries, so I hope that you received some messages here today. I really hope the best for you for this month of April and, of course, forever. I love you guys. Thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing. And I send you fearless light and fearless love. If you need anything more personal, you can always look at the description box below. All the information is there. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.